All right. All right, Shalom.
Shalom.
We want to start out by giving all praise, honor, and glory unto
YAHAWAH,
BAHASAM,
YAHAWASHI,
BAHASAM,
BAHASAM.
Double honors for the apostle elders who already know. Shalom, Shalom, to the occupant that pushing word of sincerity and truth. You'll see the title of the lesson. What was the title in particular? About the blindfolds?
Yeah, the blindfolds have been taken off the elect.
Yeah, the blindfolds have been taken off of the elect. And us brothers starting off with the apostles and the elders, brothers that strive in this wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. We always reference ourselves, like the apostle of ours says, as the hopeful elect, you know. And if we are those men, without a shadow of a doubt, blindfolds of lies, deception, which we get that in Revelations also, the 12th chapter, about the rivers of the waters of lies, so to speak. But you know, if us brothers that's of the hopeful elect, this devil tried to push the spirit of death, you know, to keep us far removed from the truth. He doesn't control the narrative anymore, man. No matter how much witchcraft, no matter how much sorcery, no matter how much deceit, you know, and lies that this man tries to put upon the minds of the 144,000 and 1/3 the elect. None of the stuff is going to work, you know? And we seeing these things, you know, take place now. You know, this devil always tries to spin a narrative. He always tries to come up with some type of quote unquote breaking news. And his blindfolds, it's just like, I just say his blindfolds won't work upon us. But I was thinking it's just like magic. When you see the farce or the fakeness of certain magic tricks, it doesn't matter how many times the magician will try to pull off that same stunt. It, you know, if you see through something after a while, you know,
the excitement is no more exciting.
The excitement is no more exciting, and the so-called witchcraft no longer works. And it's the same thing in society, man. You know, so we're gonna get into some scriptures because first and foremost, it's through the grace and mercy of YAHAWASHI that he's the one that lifted the veil. All right. He's the one that you know, pretty much wiped away the lies and the sorcery that this man has put upon us. You know, washing our brains from the wickedness of the society, man. You know, but without further ado, you know, we're gonna go into a few scriptures, you know, through the Spirit. You got that in that Revelation 12. The flood of lies.
12 15.
I got some real quick.
Yeah, that's
okay, you got it.
Okay. This is Revelation chapter 12, verse 15. And the serpent cast out of his mouth water as a flood after the woman.
Right. So we know the serpent being the so-called white man, you know, due to the fact that a serpent can't cast out water out of his mouth. All right. So what is that talking about? That's talking about Esau through a system flooding us, over flooding us with lies, man. When you turn on television and entertainment and advertisement, all those are lies. You know, Esau tries to push sickness treatments. You know, he tries to make you feel like the only way to relieve yourself from problems and physical detriments is by his hospitals, you know what I'm saying, or his Western lifestyle, when really that's not truly the key or the essence of life. All right, the essence of life starts off with the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding of YAHAWASHI. You know, for instance, the herbs. You know, in particular when it comes to sicknesses. Now, there's always a option of living when it comes to troubles and hell that you go through, and all of it is available via the Holy Bible, man. That's why the Lord prescribed us these writings. This is truly the ultimate prescription drug. Which drug, of course, there's witchcraft, but this is the ultimate prescription. You know, the word pre means before, and scribe goes into the word scribere, you know, which means to write. The Lord had these prophets and these high authoritative men to write these words in pre times, whether it was BC time before YAHAWASHI, you know what I'm saying, or of course before our physical existence, so we can read and learn this wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, so we don't have to go through, you know what I'm saying, the hell of today's time, you know, that most people fall in the and fall up under in today's system. But you got it.
Come. And the serpent cast out
which in turn really pisses this man off. You know, this man does not want us to know the truth. He has spent billions upon billions of dollars to ensure that you don't come across this wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. That's how we know that this word is a miracle, man. This truth is truly a miracle that, you know, this man wasn't even believing in his plans that we would come across. That's how you know, through the mercy of the Lord, he has directed us unto this truth. But you got it.
It says that he might cause her to be carried away of the flood.
Mm-hmm. And this man wants us to be carried away. You know, if you look at the mass majority of our people, they're carried away in nothing but lies, man. Mm-hmm. They don't have a true realization of who their enemy is. They can't connect the dots. They can't put two and two together. You know, they don't see how this system is really working in tandem as a fucking hive. This is literally like a hive, man. You know, hunting the souls of the elect. Like you'll see these different movies, which we was sharing a few scenes from this movie, They Live. Mm-hmm. And the brother Gamal showed me the clip where he started to see it was a hive of lies. And the one lady, he started to really get a little proud, to be honest. He started to really tell those folks about it. So he should have really kept a low disposition. But, you know, of course, according to the movie, he started to really, you know, shake the hand in these folks' faces. And what did the lady say? How did she say it?
She said, I have one that can see.
I have one that can see. Which pretty much shows that he was anti, you know, he was pretty much a antagonist to the system. Mm-hmm. See, the system, in their eyes, they like they protagonize, but really they protagonize deceit. Mm-hmm. But to us, we're pretty much the cancer of this world, man. We're the antagonists. We're the virus in this system. That's why the lady said that I have one that can see. See what? See through this bullshit, man. Mm-hmm. See through like the scripture says in the Revelations, the flood of lies, man. All right, that the serpent tries to pierce the minds of the elect with, but you got it.
That was it on that.
You know, but it said that she might be carried away. But continue on where it says that the earth helped the woman.
Oh, okay.
Because we do have help at the finish line, and we still have help now. You know, in any battle, you'll see reinforcements. You'll see allies. The Lord has loaded us up with enough resources to overcome the beast, man. Mm-hmm. You know,
and light
through the light. You know, like this man comes and fights us with all his vibrations on the left hand side, but guess what? We have a lot of power on the right hand side. It's about tapping into that and believing in it. You know, and what did the Lord tell? You know, Lord through Elijah or through Elisha tell his servant that is more of us than them, man. You know, yeah. The heavens is full of chariots that's on the side of the 144,000 that's rooting for us, man. We don't know the amount of chariots that's really in the heavens. We can't say, all right, it's 6 to 7,000. It might be more chariots in the heavens than actually people on earth. It might be more angels in the heavens than actually people on earth, man. Can we give a number? No, we don't have that data. You know, but we know that it's a lot. You know, that the Most High has the heavens working in our favor, and it's definitely a more omnipotent power than what we see before us. So this devil truly doesn't stand a chance. He can try in all his efforts to keep us blindfolded, You know, do is like how the CIA do their manipulation tactics to try to put your head in the water. I forgot what that torture.
Waterboarding.
Yeah, he can try to do his spiritual. I just say in the spirit, spiritual waterboarding.
Right.
You know, spiritual blindfolding. You know, he can try all his spiritual manipulation or torture techniques. But guess what? The elect, it don't matter what you do, the elect won't break or fold. You have the example of the 7 sons of the book of Maccabees. And those devils, that would pretty much be like the CIA of today's time, man. You know, the intelligence agents that know how to really dig deep within the core, you know, to try to break your soul. But that's all a CIA is, the Central Intelligence Agencies, you know. And really, of course, there was Edomites back then, but they was trying to break the will of the elect back then. But the elect will wasn't broken, and the elect's will would not be broken in today's time. But you got it, brother.
Okay, no, I got a precept in that.
Mm-hmm.
This is 1 Thessalonians chapter 5, verse 1.
That's spirit, yeah.
But of the times and the seasons, brethren, ye have no need that I write unto you. For yourselves know perfectly that the day of the Lord so cometh as a thief in the night. Yeah. So we know perfectly that the day of the Lord is coming like a thief in the night. Meaning what? Word perfect goes into another word, complete. Mm-hmm. So we know the complete truth. We know what the beginning was and what the end is going to be for individuals like our nation and the other nations, the prophecies according to the Lord. Mm-hmm. That's what the brother was mentioning about. We ain't left in the dark. Mm-hmm. Even though Esau is perpetually doing like he did in the last time, just bombarding our people with wickedness and the other gods. Because Revelation 12 goes into the Roman invasion. And what he was doing then, he was besieging Jake. And he was causing Jake to eat their own shoes and all that. Mm-hmm. The same thing is going to be happening this time, you know, while Jake being idle. 2nd Ezra chapter 16, feed them while they're being idle.
Yeah, see, this devil, he has his fears and he has his nightmares too. Even though, you know, when we look at or view the so-called white race from the upper echelons, you know, from our lenses, we think that they're just, you know, living it up, and they in their which they are, you know, they're living it up in their kingdom, of course. But in the back of a lot of these devils' minds, they know that their plans are not going to work sufficiently for them. Mm-hmm. You know, you even have certain devils. There's not a lot of videos that throughout the internet, but there has been certain videos where so-called white people have went to sleep and they had dreams of so-called Negroes in rulership.
Yeah,
and they hate it. You see. So in their heart of hearts, they do not want us to rule. They do not want us to pick up the pace in this spiritual race. That's why, like we just said before, speaking on, they try to put GMOs and poison, you know, keep our testosterone low, keep our drive at its basis, keep our mindset at its lowest frequency, keep our frequency at its lowest. Because if we really tap in, first and foremost, through the spirit and power of YAHAWASHI, tap into this word and really, you know what I'm saying, get our power, fully retrieve the power that has been stolen from us, this devil got hell to pay. If you got it.
Jump down, I'll do it. When you jump down to 1 Thessalonians 5 and 4, it says, "But ye, brethren, are not in darkness, that day should overtake you as a thief." Yeah, so like brothers are going into, man, hey, you know, we're not in darkness, like we brought up that movie, They Live. And, you know, the darkness is somebody that can't see. They can't see the truth. All right, they can't see the reality. All right, that's synonymous with that darkness. All right, but it says, "Ye are all children of the light and children of the day. We are not of the night nor of darkness. Therefore, let us not sleep as do others, but let us watch and be sober." Okay? Yeah, so let's not sleep as do others, man. You know, what is the behaviors of somebody that sleep? They're docile, man. They're sheeple. They will take. They'll easily submit to Esau's rule, such as taking the jab, such as whatever Esau wants them to do. Okay, they're very gullible. Okay, they don't require a lot of they don't do a lot of analytical thinking to think for themselves. They allow the government to make the decisions and think for them.
They're not
critical thinkers. Just like in school, they say it doesn't teach you how to think; it teaches you what to think. And that's what that's what that word government means. Okay, to bind the mint your mental. So they're binding your mental. You're in mental slavery because they are literally attacking your they're literally brainwashing you, man.
Yeah, attacking your will to grow, your will to think independently through the spirit, which independence is really the wrong way of using the word, but redirecting your dependence, because this government wants you to depend on them rather than depending on the Heavenly Father.
Right.
But see, we see through this place, and we don't depend on this society. We have totally destroyed the mindset of leaning on this devil. We lean on YAHAWASHI, Yahawah, BAHASAM, YAHAWASHI as a crutch, as well as the brotherhood and things of that nature. But everything but this system, and like I said, that makes you a direct threat, because Esau's like, oh, you ain't gonna come to me for the one of all things. You're gonna really fight against the curses, so to speak. Saying that, just saying these things subconsciously, but you're gonna really go against the grain of a system that I've made, tailor-made for you to have to desire me. It's kind of like a breakup, you know what I'm saying? Like a pimp in a hoe.
He did that with the Maccabees.
He did that with the Maccabees.
Said, oh, so you don't want to offer to get this pork instead of frying in the big pan? He was like, it was astonished at it. He was like, oh shit, well, do him 7 times worse than his other brother.
See, that's something that Esau has a complex, a God complex. He's like, you don't want to serve me. It's the same thing with Xerxes on 300. Xerxes' whole thing was to have the Lacedaemonians or the 300 Spartans bow down unto him, and due to the fact that they wasn't willing to bow down, Xerxes was highly flustered. He was pissed. He was vehement, because he like, these niggas, who the fuck are these niggas to defy me? I got worlds of heathens under my belt. He had the immortals, and he had land masses, which, of course, Xerxes was known as the richest, the fourth in Daniel, the richest of them all. And to have, as he would look at mere men, show a high level of collective refusal. They collectively refusing. Oh no, you see?
Yeah,
you got it.
Yeah, well, that's called in Second Ezra. It says sedition.
Sedition.
And the spirit of the world right now is in sedition, and that's coming from the Heavenly Father, YAHAWASHI, man. Look at what's going on in what is that? Africa.
Right.
Africa is going down. They're coming up against Haiti.
Yeah, a lot of farmers dying.
Yeah. Also, it's going down in Haiti. Is that where they have the coup at, or is that Africa? That's in Niger. That's where they formed a coup. And where else? France. So people are. Do you think if people were happy, is that a sign of that people are happy with their government? Why do people revolt? They're not happy, man. Just like you read Proverbs 29:2. The people mourn. When the wicked are in authority, man. So while if the government was so just, all right, then why are people in sedition, man? But guess what? people are waking up. The majority are waking up, but they're not waking up to the full truth. They're just waking up to the fact that their government has been lying to them. Yeah, brother, loading up the precepts.
Hey, shalom.
Shalom. So, yeah, man, you know, these people are waking up, but they don't got the full truth. A lot of them ain't waking up to the fact that they're Israelites. But, you know, the Lord will still, because the script, the Lord said, I will pour my spirit upon all flesh. You know, so that spirit, people are starting to, you know, wake up to the fact that they've been lied to. You know, because it's all over TikTok, it's all over the internet that people, you know, are you know, they're just waking up. A lot of
people fed up,
and you can't. A lot of this stuff you can't deny. People are dropping, having heart attacks from the jab. So how do you combat that?
Before the jab, they was healthy.
Athletes.
Yep. Yeah, athletes. Yep.
Athletes.
Yeah, a lot of athletes are dropping.
The quote-unquote statistics says they're supposed to live long by default because they're fully in the gym and they're working on their cardio and their health and their physical fitness. But right when they started to take that devil's juice, it resulted in their demise. Which, if you look into really America, presidential approval ratings have been dropping. National approval ratings have been dropping. People don't trust this place for SHIT. Even Edomites, so-called white people, are looking at America sideways, man. So this devil has lost his like she just said, Babylon is a golden was a golden cup that made all the world drunken. You know, speak about how the nations are angry. So people are waking up to it seemed like it was a golden place for the so-called land of opportunity. But it showed itself to be a living fucking nightmare, man.
Right.
So you got something?
This is off the common board. Shalom Kazak by YAHAWAH, Ephesians 5:14. Wherefore he said, awake thou that sleepest, and arise from the dead, and Yahawashi shall give thee light. Verse 15. See then that ye walk circumspectly, not as fools, but as wise, redeeming the time because the days are evil. Yeah, hey, that's what we're doing, man. We're redeeming the time. I think it's one more verse.
Yeah, that word redeem is to buy back. And I seen this one clip, which is really a picture on Instagram, and it's spiritual. But it says, if Satan can't make you bad, he'll make you busy. So this devil tries to keep you fully occupied with bullshit, man.
No leisure time.
No leisure time. That's the point. Because the scripture says wisdom cometh by opportunity of leisure. Study to show thyself. Study to show thyself approved. So we have to redeem the time, which the word redeem is to buy back, you know, by using our leisure time for study and really do these spiritual exposés on this fucking man.
Yeah, on the days that you're off, like mainly weekend in America, that's why I'm close for Jason, because when we go out in the house bowels, we actually redeem the time. We actually know what the scripture says and redeem the time. So we spending our time and putting our hope in the Lord's going to look out for us in these times. Even before it comes, we're going to know, because the Lord said he revealed the secret to his prophets.
Yeah, man. Hey, we got to redeem these times. I think there's one more verse that says,
12.
No, verse 17, Ephesians 5:17. He got more. You lighten it up, bro. The water. It says, wherefore be not unwise, but understanding what the will of the Lord is. Yeah, so hey, we got to understand what the will of the Lord. We understand what the will of the Lord is. That's why we are doing what we're doing. That's why we're trying to, do the right thing, man.
Put in the necessary effort, man.
Put in the necessary effort. Make our call and election sure, man.
And it says that it's the Lord's good pleasure to give us the kingdom. The Lord wants the pleasure. Well, the Lord wants the kingdom for himself, first and foremost, but him being even a servant for the elect. YAHAWASHI said he come to administer, not to be administered unto. He really wants the kingdom for the elect, man. He wants That's why he said about that. I will not taste of this drink to the pretty much the kingdom. You know?
Yeah, saving.
Meaning he restricted his own personal desires because he desires something greater where everybody can really feel that, you know what I'm saying? As a nation, come together and feel that some solemnity of enjoyment, you know? And I said, we just have to get through this barricade. The true barricade is this fucking devil, man. He knows that he's stopping production. And he is going to try to keep doing whatever it means to stop us from raising up. That's why we always have to say, Kwame Yashala, man.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said earlier today, Kwame Yashala being a spiritual outcry, man. We say, Kwame Yashala, Kwame Yashala, Kwame Yashala. We ain't just throwing words out, man. These words that we say is like water. Water ripples and it travels all throughout the course of the world, man. You know, the vibration of water, you know, it carries. You know, spirits carry over.
Water is vital too to the life.
Yep, water is life.
If you be without water, then you're going to die, perish from dehydration.
Mm-hmm. And we possess the voice. You know, we possess, you know, the spirit of these living waters. So we have to chant it down until this place fully falls. But
it's Ephesians 6:12. For we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities, against powers, against the rulers of darkness of this world, against spiritual wickedness in high places. Mm-hmm. Going back to the point of being, because it mentioned the rulers of darkness. Okay, now that's going into that dark versus light. All right, the world is overwhelmingly dark. Okay, we're the only lights of this world, just like we read in 1 Thessalonians 5. You know, mm-hmm. And that word, that light is synonymous with wisdom, man. When you the scriptures say, wisdom causes a man's face to shine. You know, so we have that wisdom of the Lord. You know, that is able to navigate us mm-hmm. through these times, pursuing Isaiah 33:6, man.
Safety, mm-hmm. man. Yep. Because it's about being in that safe zone too. We know that this is a battle, but this is still a fight of wisdom. You know, it's like you say the things like on the Matrix, right? On the Matrix movie, their whole thing was to push a vibration, but be extremely tactful. Right? They wasn't trying to shake up the whole world at this exact time. You know, they knew that the world, the vibration that they was gonna come with was gonna pretty much carry legs. And the whole thing was about finding the one, you know, because the one was gonna do the heavy lifting. You know, so through the spirit, our job is to push these spiritual pistols. You know, scripture says that the righteous shall keep silence in that day, but doing the necessary work where we're pretty much using the world as not abusing it. Now you go through your day to day, you don't be a fucking asshole. Learn how to play your cards correctly. You know, but when we get together and we link through the spirit of power, YAHAWASHI, that's the time to really vent out your frustration and let these devils have it, man. Because the Lord really gave us like a spiritual community. You know what I'm saying? To push the vibration of truly how we feel. You gotta
the Lord said you should remember yourselves in the land of your captivity and also praise his name. That's part of us coming together and really vent through the spirit, but really doing the work so that hopefully that. Mm-hmm. I got a piece of it.
Oh, we get a couple more.
It's 2 Ezra chapter 2, verse 13. Go and ye shall receive, pray for a few days unto you that they may be shortened. The kingdom is already prepared for you. Watch. It's already prepared for us. So all we got to do is show up, like the cat said on Friday night.
Yeah.
Show up.
Oh yeah, like you might have an actor like a Dwayne Johnson. Was it Dwayne Rock Johnson? Mm-hmm. He'll probably get his schedule. You know, he'll probably get pretty much what's it called? Well, before he actually gets to the location, But he'll go on sing, right? He already gets the script and he has to do his writing or whatever. But it's like, all right, he already has the setting, the lighting, all these things he don't have to work on.
But everything laid out for him.
Everything's laid out for him.
Yeah.
He just gotta work. You see? He already has the script.
Yeah.
He just gotta pretty much get in there and perform.
Yeah, I'm trying to say he has the mansion's prepared for us, man. So it's already, a mansion with your name on it, like Oprah. You get a mansion,
Yeah.
But no, hey, and that those mansions are metaphorical of different planets, man, because we're gonna be inhabiting other parts of the universe, man. Not only Earth.
Abode.
Something
I will stay in.
Right. So yeah, it very well could mean, I mean, I've always heard it broken down, brothers talking about different planets.
Yeah,
So
that's what we're going to have.
Yeah. Let's see. Get a couple from the brother Kazak. Oh, that's a good one. Exodus 14:14. The Lord shall fight for you, and ye shall hold your peace. Yeah, hey, the Lord will fight for us, man. Another one, Sirach 4:20. What is that? 28. It says, "Strive for the truth unto death, and the Lord shall fight for thee."
Yeah, see, so even in the times that we are at now, we are a direct threat. Best believe this devil is tapping your phone. You know how it is in your daily life, you be feeling just a weird vibration. Like, man, Satan, you always use it just referencing Satan. Man. Satan. It do be Satan, man. I seen, I don't know if it was Mike Tyson. Mike Tyson said, if you're one of the Most High's favorites on earth, you're definitely one of Satan's favorites too.
Man, that's
And the Lord has gave us his wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, showing that we have been called. We have a high calling. But guess what? Devils know that you've been called. We don't know if we're chosen. We are, like we always say, the hopeful elect. But for you to even be called into this light,
yeah, you know both sides. You know, you the cream de la creme.
Oh, Apostle Hardy said, "These devils know, these demons know us by name." Yeah. Hey, so like you said, it's both sides. That's why we read in Ephesians 6:12. We wrestle not against flesh and blood. It's all a spiritual war, man.
And then too, the Lord did really help us out because back then we didn't have the word, and then but the prophecies still got fulfilled all the way. We went through the 300 and some odd years without the scriptures, and then we returned back to the scriptures.
Yeah,
like I said, Ezekiel 37. Exceeding great army shall rise on their feet. They got the breath within them. That's the Lord looking out for us, even when we didn't even know.
Right. That's it.
Lord is always fighting for his elect.
Yeah,
Yeah, we'll get a few more.
I didn't have anything.
In fact, you get that with what speaks about he that teaching his son greet the enemy in Sirach.
Another one.
But yeah, so the Lord, he wants it for us, man. As bad as this devil doesn't want us to get it, we have powers on our side that really, really, really want us to get it. Scripture speak about how our prayers can cloud. And if there's things that's troubling you in the spirit and things that's kind of stifling you from getting, closer to YAHAWASHI, pray. You know what I'm saying? Do whatever it takes. Fight this good fight of faith. As the scripture says, like the brother's going into, if you overcome, you're going to receive the things that I say, man. And this devil right now, he does not want you to get there, man. He knows, like, man, shit. If the 144,000 is in power, that means I'm in slavery. That means I'm at the bottom. So he's going to do whatever in his power. He's going to exhaust his means and his resources to make sure that you will never figure out who you are. Even with all that, scripture says what? You cannot deceive the very elect. You got it?
Yep. This is Sirach chapter 30, verse 3. He that teacheth his son grieveth the enemy, and before his friends he shall rejoice of him.
Yes. Says he that teaches the son grieveth the enemies and pisses this man off, knowing that he can't pierce our minds, going back and blindfold us with those lies, man. And it's about teaching others. It's like an each one teach one, which makes you pretty much a virus or a cancer. When there's so many cancer cells start to replicate within the system, your system is not going to be able to sustain for too much longer.
Right.
Too many viruses replicate within the system is not going to hold itself down too much longer, man. You know, especially in integral parts of the body, like colon cancer and stuff like that. Those be those sicknesses, like, yeah, that's pretty much the kiss of death. And the Lord has really put us in the colon of the system here in America. The whole world is hell, but America is the colon of the world. Pretty much that low bottom. That's why you have the bottomless, the belly of the beast. You know, we in the belly of the beast. And our job being in the belly of the beast is to spiritually rock this place out, man. You know, we are those so-called rotten fruit. You know, the ones that aren't the pro. You know, like I said, you have protagonists and antagonists. We antagonize the system, man. We always stabbing. You know, like you eating something, or you just chilling and feel like something just constantly stabbing your kidneys and stuff. Like, God damn, that's us.
Right.
You know, that's us in the system. We always trying to stab away at this place. Always shaking at the system. You know, poking at it. You know, lifting up the flood of lies to the spirit of truth, which is pushing a heavy vibration. And like I said, a lot of individuals are shaking. They're, like Steve said, having their minds being shaken up from or stirred up through way of remembrance, and all those minds being stirred up is going to result in an imminent collapse of the society. So that was it. Yeah. So
There's one more. I see a good closing one up from the brother Kazak, YAHAWAH. Hey, the water again. Hey, the brother putting up precepts like a machine, man. That's a blessing. Keep that spirit, bro. You know what I'm saying? Putting out them precepts on fire.
Yeah.
It's Luke 21 and 36. Watch ye therefore and pray always, that ye may be accounted worthy to escape all these things that shall come to pass, and to stand before the Son of Man. That's beautiful. That's a good closing.
Yeah. The one will reign blameless before the Son when he comes back.
Yeah, that's
according to the faith in your works.
Without spot and blemish. I can tell you in Philippians 2 and 15, in the midst of a crooked and perverse generation, in whom you shine light as the lights in the world. You know? But yeah, we didn't. You about to say something?
No.
But yeah, we were just going through a few things in the spirit, man. We got the upper hand on this devil. Let's keep this fight going. Continue to fight this good fight of faith. And like J.E. saying, give them hell, man. So with that, we're going to end it by giving all praise, honor, and glory unto
YAHAWAH, BAHASAM, YAHAWASHI, BAHASAM,
Double honor to the apostle of the great millstone. Shalom.
Shalom.